Hey guys, let me know if you could hear me okay.
I can hear you okay.
Thanks, John. I gotta move this. Oops. Oops. Live and good. Awesome. I'm gonna scroll down and say hi to everybody. As you guys know, today is the Discord launch party. I've had so many parties this last week. I'm partied out. I threw all the confetti away, and it took me like 2 hours to clean up the whole entire workstation. But there's make believe, what is it? Divine confetti. Here you guys go. We'll have more confetti next week. Oh, you know what? Let me move the microphone closer. It is quite far away right now. Okay, that works. Can I shrink myself? No, I can't. Okay, well, let's see here. Hello, JD, the Lamp Splat. Arthur, hello. Refilms, I saw you in the Discord, which is awesome. Cleaver, and I saw you. And let's see, State of the Art, yes. And Stefan, and Last Man Walking, 2793. I love saying that. State of the Heart, 7641. Detective Buckets, hello. Time to get digital confetti working. I know. Griever Enterprises 1414. Takima, hello. Mega Road Studios, hello from Argentina. What is up? Renee Leinart, hi everybody. Good from Denmark. Awesome. So thank you guys so much for joining me today, and joining the Discord as well, actually. So I'm gonna try to pretty it up a little bit more. You know me, I like to make it feel like it's all encompassing, or not all encompassing. What am I looking for? Like interactive, but there's got to be a better word than that. I want it to feel like an experience. Yes. So I'm gonna pretty it up a little bit more and figure out what to do, and maybe pay for the premium where I get all like these custom emojis and what do you call it? I don't know. My brain isn't working today because I spent all day yesterday putting together this Discord server. So let me know how you guys like things to be categorized and where to put things. I have a section in there just for self promo. So if you guys have anything you want to promote, and if you have some art you want to show people, it's also, you can put in the art tab. And if you have a link to your like your own profile and stuff, I don't consider that self promo. I think that's just kind of like, oh, this is my art and you can see my stuff here. But if there's like projects and stuff like that, that goes under the self promo tab. So while I'm talking, I'm just gonna go ahead and get these commissions ready to go. So is it add-ons? Is that what that's called, City of the Heart? Or wait, sorry, I need a loud and clear. See if you said something and I missed it. I work on my own Discord and I know how hard it is. Oh man. Mega Rose Studios. Well, I guess we'll see. But you guys sound like you're more experienced than I am, so I might be in good hands with you guys helping me out. So if you notice anything, please let me know. All right. So right here we got Poison Ivy, which is the one we were supposed to work on today, but I'm almost done with this one, so I'm trying to decide what to do first. Maybe I'll do Poison Ivy first, since that's what the stream was supposed to be, and then if I could get most of the way done, then we could finish Major. So thank you so much, Refilms. Happy Saturday to you, Xbox Gamer Trev 6763. So yeah, if you guys want to start populating the Discord with all the cool stuff that you have while I find some stuff to put on there, that would be amazing. And I'm also thinking about putting my art supply list up there somewhere. I'm not quite sure where to put it, because maybe I'll put it under my like social club thing so that it's a specific place for it, and we could all help each other out with the art and stuff like that. So technically the Discord, as you guys know, is the arcade slash coffee shop slash bar slash comic book shops that we talked about many live streams ago. And so this is the first step to it. It's the virtual version of it for now. So yeah, we're gonna hang out there. Hey, Captain Robert 2000. All right, I need paper towels for this, so get this going right here. Oh, thank you so much, Cleaver. I cannot wait to do the plants and the hair, actually. So instead of using India ink for the skin, because I don't know why I didn't. But oh yeah, I know why. I was gonna make this the thumbnail for today, but I'm like, wait a minute, we're doing the Discord launch party. I should probably put the Discord thing on the YouTube thumbnail. So I decided not to finish coloring this. So we're gonna color her skin right now. So State of the Heart, this poison ivy was what is it? Supposed to be Savage Land poison ivy. You know, it's like a play off of Savage Land Rogue and Savage Land from X-Men. So. Cotton pearl. Sorry, I gotta find my Copic marker refill here, which is not showing up. It's weird. I could have swore I got this color. Odd. Very, very strange. Maybe it's in here. No, it's not. Huh. I don't have my refill. Oh, there it is. I just can't see. Thank you so much, Arthur. So we have one more commission, is Tigress, I think. And then this whole list is completely done. So it's going to be perfect timing for me to start on Neo Wonderland, or start like hit the ground running on Monday. And I think I need to get my bearings back and my schedule figured out, so then I could spend more time developing the Discord as well. So it's all Neo Wonderland from here, minus like a few commissions here and there right before the convention in Orlando in February. And then that's it for me. Just gonna focus on the book. Because I need to learn how to use Discord, like the gaming aspect of it and the audio and stuff like that. So the line art was actually done with India ink. I'm surprised it's not smearing. But then I waited, 12 hours before coloring on it, because I finished inking it last night. So it has begun. Yep. Oh, Mega Rose Studios, Martin. Hi, Martin. I don't think you pester me about Evangelion characters. I know you're joking, but I would love to draw those characters. It's a good combination of mech, pretty girls, and cool tech. So it does smudge. Okay, so I'll be more careful. Luckily for me, it's purple, so it doesn't look bad. I know, right, Dave? It's a great concept. I never thought of that for some reason, but it makes perfect sense. She blends right in with the environment and the dinosaurs. Let's see. Oh, thank you, Renee. Rain. Rain Allen Art. I'm assuming that's what that is. That's your screen name. I'm sorry. Yes, I'm looking forward to putting that sketchbook together as well. To digging through all my past sketches and putting it on there, and then writing a little bit of something about it. Oh, by the way, here's the original sketch that we did during the live stream. I had to retrace it because the paper was frayed at the bottom, so it wasn't gonna work. Hello, Hadero6480. Best friend of Vegisaurus, arch enemy of the Meosaurus. Dave. Yeah, I wanted to draw all sorts of dinosaurs, but that would be going a little overboard. This tiny little piece of paper, and the commission calls for a simple background. So. Oh, thank you, Cleaver. I tried not to, so the key to that was not overly rendering the sketch. And then I was able to kind of add my own movement and fluidity to this line art. You guys probably can't see it outside because the window is so bright, but there is snow all over the trees and stuff. Maybe at some point I'll readjust it so you guys can see. It's really pretty, but not so fun to walk in though. It was like 0 degrees earlier today. I think now it's 2 degrees Fahrenheit. Yeah, you know, let me readjust really quick so you guys can see the snow outside. It's pretty awesome. Yeah, see, it's super snowy outside. But I love snow too, unless I have to walk in it for a long time. Oh, thank you so much, Astral. What does Ivy eat? Because if she eats vegetables, wouldn't that be kind of cannibalism? Mega Road, those are questions I never think to ask, right? I'm assuming she's probably an omnivore. Yeah, I see snow all the time. Maybe the last 5 years, a little too much. Okay, sure, Robbie. If you want me to know that you're the one that's in the Discord, you could just say, "Hey, this is Robbie from YouTube," and then I'll know. Cause I totally get it. I was lucky that I retrieved my username and password because I forgot what it was. I haven't used it in a couple years, so. And I had to create a brand new server. I'm trying to figure out how to create special colors for people who back the Kickstarter, so I will figure all that out. I'm sure it's not that hard, but yeah, I still gotta pretty up the lounge, you know, decorate it. It's like it's open, but it's bare bones at this point. I've been back south. I've seen snow twice in 10 years. Wow. Yeah, you have to literally trek to see snow in some places, go skiing or something. In Washington, you could see that. I think it's called Crystal Mountain or something. I'm using Strathmore right now for our comic panels. The paper is crooked. Anyone got better ideas on where to get good comic boards? Really? Strathmore is crooked? I'm surprised. Canson makes a good one. I thought Strathmore had a really good pad for drawing. So either Canson is good, or I'm sure that Strathmore might have some good ones. Another batch maybe. Much better. Okay. Echo. Is that Poison Ivy also? Yes, it is Poison Ivy Echo, and hello to you. Thank you for being in the Discord as well. Yeah, it's a Savage Land Poison Ivy. So it's like a mix between, if it were Rogue, I guess, and Poison Ivy. Since we have a section for in real life, I might post some cute photos of Pocky and Garrus when they were just kittens. Well, one of them was a kitten, the other one was already a couple years old. Okay, I'll just do that with ink. You know what I might do if I can? I have to figure it out, unless you guys know how. Under the music tab in the Discord, I might have like some of my favorite YouTube channels with lo-fi, kind of relaxing music for working and stuff, and gaming. Even though if you're gaming, I don't know if you really want relaxing music. It all depends, right? And then I could also post about some of my favorite games that I haven't been able to really play, but I would like to, I guess. Ones like on Steam and all that, but I think it's called Mini Glade or something like that. Little Glade, or Tiny Glade. It's like a game where you're building castles basically, and it's super relaxing. I haven't gotten it yet, but I definitely want to. I think during the holidays, just take it easy and build castles. Tiny Glade, yes, that's the one. Oh my gosh, did you play that, Cleaver? Show our dogs. Aw. Yeah, Rain Allen art. Yeah, I'm the same way. I was using watercolors on that Ghost in the Shell piece. I'm sorry, paper. Watercolor paper. And Arches is definitely expensive, but I'm surprised I still have as many as I do. I'm kind of stingy when it comes to using it, though. Sometimes I throw on NXT long plays. Yeah, that's a good idea too. I do that with some of like Skyrim and all that. I have to go figure out the whole gaming live streaming thing on Discord, because that'd be kind of fun. Just to live stream like Tiny Glade or something, building a castle. Oh yeah, Jetty for sure. That's what I do too. Like there's some playlist on YouTube that has the Skyrim where it's just walking and you could hear the music, and there's nobody really playing, or they just have the background and they just have the music. It's so relaxing. Oh, cool. Minus Terra Tiny Glade. Yeah, some people are coming up with some really amazing creative things. The one thing that I really want to do is Fallout 4 when you're building your I guess your not territory. What is it? Your establishment. Let's put it that way. And I was trying to do it on the console, and it turns out that you can't hack it, so you can't make all these extravagant structures, so you have to use the PC version or whatever, so I was never able to make a really cool establishment. So I'm wondering, you guys, for the Discord, what you think. Should we have a specific tab just for supplies, the ones that you guys like or you're curious about, and so on and so forth, or should we just keep it in the art tab? Is that which what do you prefer? Because I'm wondering if there's gonna be a lot of that, or if it's just stay in the art tab. Please let me know. The Stalker series, but I don't want you to open that door of no return. Oof. That sounds scary. Why does it sound familiar? I think maybe I know what it is, but I haven't played it yet. Art tab makes sense to me. Okay, cool. We'll just leave it there. We'll just leave our supplies in the art tab. So if you guys just like, I don't know, is there a hashtag or something so that people could easily find it? Yeah, I think there's a lot of stuff I need to figure out. But it's fun. I like building it. It's like playing SimCity, but on Discord. Just type out the supplies, add it as a message, just side click and pin it to the top of the server. Well, sure, I could do that for myself, but I want you guys to, have your stuff on there too. So maybe, I guess we're just gonna have to have fun looking through it. I'm being overly trying to be all super organized, and I don't know if it's necessary, because I've been to a few other servers just to see how they operate, and I got overwhelmed because I haven't done it before. So like the really active servers. this is not bad. Oh, I just had to make her eyes a little bit more intense. Discord is ready. Yes, Philip, it is. So Philip, if you go up to the top where I have you see the yellow, my name in yellow, it says Discord. You could click on that link, and or if you go into the video description, the link to the Discord is there as well. Oh, no problem, Philip. Hey, what's up, Michael? Oh, wow. 3 months. That's amazing. I'm gonna have to ask you for help. Because that sounds like a lot of time and effort, and that's amazing because it's kind of cute when your bot does all these amazing things, right? I was told that people do silly things with their bots, so we'll see. If I get really obsessed, maybe I'll make it like a badass bot that does all these really cool things like clean your house. Instead of paying 20 grand for that robot that just came out. Thank you so much, Peace 3. I always want to say Peace 3 so that we know that there's 2 different pieces. Yeah. Just tired. Let's see here. So I'm trying to get Vince to join the Discord whenever he gets a chance. Then you guys got like a pro editor in your corner helping you out, so. Max Ryder, Richard does. Nature of Daylight. Huh, I'm gonna have to, if you put that on the Discord, I'd love to check that out. Okay, let's do her face. So Richard, I was using inks, and then I was supposed to do this for the thumbnail. So I started to color her face with the Copic, and if I stuck too much with, if I tried to use ink after I colored her skin, it would completely change the look of the skin. So I think I'm only going to use Copic for the skin, and the rest would be in ink. That way it's not discolored and splotchy. So her lips will be in, I think, Copic. It all depends on which colors look nice. Let's try this color. Yeah, so the plants and her outfit and her hair is going to be in ink. So it's multimedia. But the Ghost in the Shell one is still going to all be in ink because I didn't change that part of it. So didn't accidentally use the wrong material. The skin tone looks beautiful. Oh, thank you so much. I got lucky because I wasn't sure how this one was going to work. I'm using blush and cotton pearl for her skin. So I used a really big chisel for the main part of the skin. And then I think this was this was also chisel. Yeah, this is blush. So much better. Yay, Richard! Awesome. Well, have fun. In my Discord, as I said, I set up level system for users so that the more they participate, the more experience they gain and access exclusive material in exclusive channels. That is so cool. I would want to ask you how you built it, but I don't even think I could do that unless you have it set up where it's like a matter of you setting it up, I guess. Oh, thank you so much. See, I kind of expected her skin to be green to like a cartoon appearance, but she looks good. Harley Quinn is one lucky gal. Yeah. Well, you know what I could do? That would be interesting. I could make it so that she's got green stockings and then part of it's ripped because it's Savage Land. I could do green stockings. Hello, Junkum. Thank you for joining us. Oh yeah, you don't have to use your real name. So that's another thing. You guys know how it works. Like just don't dox yourself if you aren't comfortable. And in fact, you know, it's probably best to use whatever names you need to just to protect yourself. And if you post pictures of your family and stuff, just to protect yourself. Yeah, that would be ideal. I don't know exactly how the Discord main community guidelines are, but I think you guys are probably aware of it. It's pretty much common sense, I guess. Nothing too fancy. Green stockings. Oh, thank you so much, Mega Road Studios. That'd be awesome. Let me know if you need me to make a new tab just for like that kind of stuff. Like advice or feedback or help. I guess that would be good, right? Because I need help myself. Fairly new to it. Okay, so maybe green stocking. I will revisit that towards the end to see how I feel about it. But okay, so let's skip around a little bit and do her outfit maybe. Some green. So let's get some of the ink out. We're gonna use green ink. What was that? Always thought she only gets green if she gets too much sun. Thought you'd be, dude. How much green do you add to her? Probably not that much. Just, I think torn stockings because it's Savage Land would work really well. Let's see. Did I miss any comments? Sorry. Michael is Tom Cruise. See, add a little bit of pink to the green so it's not super green. I can't tell if you're Poison Ivy, Michael, or Tom Cruise. I don't know, you guys look kind of alike. You know, Poison Ivy and Tom Cruise. Where is my brush show? There it is. Poison Cruise. Tom Ivy. Okay, let's go for the hair. No, wait, never mind. I don't have hair color right now. It's green. A bit of green. I think I want like a gradient again, like I did with the Aya painting I did where she's wearing a kimono, and get some gradients going on with this ink. It's my favorite part. Kind of brown. I think we need some yellow. I'm out of yellow. So you're thorny then, right, Michael? Since you don't shave your legs. Hello, gal. Nice to have you here with us. The Ben Stiller double Tom Cruise. Yes, I remember that. The part where they're laughing was hilarious. Thank you, guys. Yeah, wait till it dries. It has like this smooth kind of gradient to it. And a little bit of this. And I want this to be a little more translucent. So more water. I might even add a little bit of blue. Oh, Richard, no big deal. I mean, it was like Thanksgiving. I would hope that you had time to spend with your family. They're probably appreciative and your friends. Besides, I mean, that's what's nice about watching them over again. You should always leave a comment. Do you think Poison Ivy would like Bob Ross's Happy Little Trees? I think so, Michael. I don't see why not. What's not to like about Bob Ross's Happy Little Trees? Even Poison Ivy could get along with that, or get with that. No pun intended. Oh, camera died. You have lightning in the back right now, or thunder? Oof. I'm glad that we don't have that right now, but we had a crazy snowstorm a couple of days ago. It was scary because we didn't buy any food yet, so I'm like, we're gonna have to trek in the snow just to pick up food. All the cars are sliding everywhere. So I'm doing some blue for the undertones, and I think I'll just go in and add purple afterwards for like the shadow. So there's like a dimension to the leaves and having it on her skin, basically. Not her skin, but wrapped around her legs. I have a couple of guilty pleasures online. I like looking at food posts and definitely cats and dog posts. They're so funny and adorable that I feel like the internet was invented just for cat and dog videos and food videos and pictures. So there's a section on the Discord for food. Show off your photos and cooking skills or eating skills. I don't care. It's amazing. Oh, Echo for sure. Barely have to change anything and it looked just like Rogue. But that's, I guess that was the idea behind this piece. The request was Savage Land, Poison Ivy. I hope I read that correctly. I'm pretty sure that's what it said. What if I misread the commission and it actually said Savage Land Rogue? I'd have to do another one. Our Dorgy, he's a big goof and inspiration for the character cartoon version I'm making stickers with at the moment. Aww. Aww. I wish I could get a pet. But my schedule and me never being in the same place is probably not the best thing for the puppy or kitty cat. That's why I'm glad my brother has cats. Hello, Art of Brunson. Nice of you to join us. I'm coloring all these little leaves. And with a brush, it doesn't take that long. A little bit of orange. I'm gonna add some orange to the background plants so that it's less bright. Aw, corgi healer. Aw. There's two corgis in our neighborhood where when we're walking past the this house, all of a sudden you hear these two ferocious dogs barking, and then you turn around and you look, and behind the fence is two cute little corgis. They're so unintimidating, but it's adorable. Too dark. Oh, peace 3. Thank you so much. Yeah, I like to experiment. That's what makes it fun for me. If I stick too much to the same thing, I get bored, and it's a double-edged sword. So, but I'll be more consistent with just certain things that I'm doing with my comic book and stuff. However, this ink stuff is so fun, and every time I mix a color and it looks okay, I'm just like so happy, because it could easily get muddied, and not so pretty. So far so good. And I have to be really careful because this paper is a little thinner than the other sheet that I used, so not to put too much water and then it kind of warps the paper. So how translucent is the color? So it's quite it's not really translucent, but once you start mixing it, it gives it that clear coat, sort of, you know. It's like watercolors. And I love it so much. Even though when I used it years ago, I didn't really care for it because I was so used to Copic markers being pretty uniform when you color with it. But I think it just needed practice, mixing color and then using the right brush and technique. So yeah, see, I put quite a bit of water on this mixture, so it's pretty translucent because I want the line art to show through still. And that's what's nice, is you could go in and build the color up so that it becomes more opaque and show less of the line art. Oh, thank you, Mr. Doc. Docs 8932. The queen had corgis. They were always biting her stuff. Oh. Thank you so much, One Mighty R. She's cheap. Yes. You know, salads get expensive nowadays, Michael White. You have no idea. It's half. It costs almost as much for a salad as it does for like a main entree with meat and stuff. So. Okay, I think I'm gonna just finish this right here and then go jump back to her hair so that we could put some red on here. Make this piece pop out more. I forgot something. I agree, Richard. Redheads are awesome. Okay, this is onto the hair. Okay, how red are we talking here? Maybe we could do a little bit of orange first and then add some more red. Actually, this is a good red right here. I'm using magenta and orange to make the red for her hair. So here goes nothing. Oof, that turned out more red than I wanted. Let's just do orange. That was weird. Sure, okay. Let's water this thing down. I'm so glad I have the FW acrylic inks, because anything I need to fix, I just mix the color together and then just paint over the spots that I don't like. I was hoping to get a tree today, but the snow is so bad. The roads are still really slick, so I'm gonna have to figure something out. I'm getting kind of anxious to put my tree up. It could be his sister or his girlfriend. So I was gonna ask you guys, but I guess there is a you could do a special content that's behind a paywall. I didn't know it was like Patreon or something. Yeah, this brush is pretty amazing, you guys. But I'm gonna have to layer the hair and bring it out to where the saturation is built up. You guys and your puns. Yep, there we go. That's what I'm looking for. Just saturated orange. This is a nice orange. It's not as weird as I thought it was gonna be. So I'm gonna stick with this one. So translucent first, and then I build the saturation up. Hey, what's up? Audi One Cafe. Odd One Cafe. It sure does, Richard. That's what's nice about ink versus a few other mediums. Like, well, I don't know if that's true. I feel like it's easier to get depth out of ink and watercolors than it is out of markers. A little less thought. Not to say that it's impossible, but I just like how it looks better with ink. Thank you so much, JD. I'm having too much fun with this ink. Remember the last time we did the one with the kimono and Sakura? That one was so much fun. And that's when I discovered I love this ink. I love this ink and I love my new brushes. I'm gonna have to buy a couple more, I think, because I have anxiety knowing I only have one left of my benzo brush. Okay, let's do a couple of these plants first so that I could go ahead and detail some of the shadows and get this thing moving along. Peace, peace. Yes, I know. It's sometimes I'm learning how to talk out loud and or think out loud so that you guys kind of hear where my brain is going. Okay, good night, Echo. Thank you for joining us again, and thank you for joining the Discord. Can't wait to hang out some more. Have a good evening. Let's see here. Wow, that 6 a.m. Insane. Oh, thank you so much, Garbilus plus 633 yeah, I will talk to my art rep. We have a batch of commissions to do before a convention in February, and I have to finish my book, and I think we have some commissions there. So I'm thinking like by the summer we'll have some more slots open up. Oh, Echo, yeah. I think I have a couple of friends that are considering live streaming on YouTube, so maybe at some point they'll figure their gear out, and I'm sure they'll be streaming more. Because it is quite the ordeal to hobble everything together and. Sorry, what was that again? Stupid question, but are those markers light fast? Light fast. Do you mean the ink or? So I'm using both markers and ink right now, so it might be a little confusing. Right now I'm using India ink, and for the skin I was using Copic markers. Oh, your cat. That's adorable. We want to see that cat. Well, I'm 51 minutes in the first advent here for me, so have a sweet first advent. Echo. Awesome. Thank you so much. Ogre. Ogre bucks. Or food. Oh. Kitty cat wants attention. No surprise there. So these markers right here? Is this what you mean? I'm sorry. No, the markers. I must have missed half your question. Good night to you, Echo. So light fast, yes. So these are Copic markers, and when you say light fast, I don't know what that means. I'm sorry. They dry fast, I guess. And this is alcohol markers. They're not. Oh, see. So Cleaver knows what you're talking about. I'm not sure what that means, but do they fade over time? Oh, I think maybe they do, but here's the thing: is I've had my drawings for a while, and I don't expose it to the sunlight, so it's kept its color pretty good. A lot of these pages I have, but I do hear like even with whether it be oil or watercolor paintings, if you keep it away from the light, it's ideal. You know, like UV light. So yeah, I try not to get them, and I think most people who buy these pieces know that, and that's also why I'm starting to mix a little bit of Copic with India ink wherever I can, so that the piece maintains its integrity for as long as possible. I hope that answers Michael's question. I get it now. I was wondering if that's what he meant. So let's do red, and then purple. Let's do purple. Purple for the plant. And maybe one. This reminds me of Little Shop of Horror. That movie freaked me out when I was a kid. Yes, so I think it's called Studio Glass, where it is a lot better. It's expensive glass, but it's worth it. I could hear John painting in his room. Really broad brush strokes on canvas. You know how hard it is living with another artist? We think the same, and that's not always a good thing. Thank you so much, Mark. It was amazing. I had a great Thanksgiving. I was hanging out with you guys. And then I got really hungry and nauseated during the live stream right before the Kickstarter ended. So I had to stream twice on Thanksgiving because I didn't finish the first time. Oh my gosh, Mega Road Studios. I didn't know that. It's crazy. I didn't know it happened so fast with a degradation of the art. More commissions you have to do after this piece, after the load of variations, leaf and style and colors. Oh, thank you, Ogre. Bucks. I got one more after this one, and so it's the Ghost in the Shell one, this one, and one more which I did the line art for last night. I have to color it now. And then I am done, and I gotta focus 150% on Neo Wonderland. So, and the Discord channel, and the commission in February, commissions for a convention. That should take me to summer basically. So, depending on when I could start working on the last one, which might be tomorrow, I could probably stream one more time just so you guys could see that process as well. Oh, thank you, Stave Heart. Um, yeah, I mean, if I'm unsure about how bright a color is going to be or saturated, I tend to do it like this first and then go in there afterwards because I accidentally did that with this one right here. And I want a little bit of orange for the plant just so it matches her hair a little bit. So let me see here. See if this works. Yeah, this is nice. So I'm gonna add a little bit of orange. Hope this works. Okay, that's a nice orange. See, too saturated, a little bit of water, water it down, and then spread it out. This does take a bit of patience because of course I want my brush strokes to lay the color down perfectly right away. But instead of layering it like this, but I just, yeah, need to be more patient. It's a lot like watercolors. Oh, do you mean like live streaming, Michael? Oh, most definitely. I will be streaming. If there's a spoiler for a certain page, I just won't film that page. I'll just do pages that, you know, won't give any part of the story away. And when I get a chance, I might go into Blender or maybe draw it by hand. Or maybe have it in the comic book where for the Discord I could have backgrounds for each room of the lounge, so it feels like you guys are immersed into the comic book on the Discord. I think it'd be kind of fun. Not quite sure. I don't know if I want to build it in Blender. I'd probably end up drawing it, just so I could have it in the comic book as well. Thank you so much, you guys. Oh man, JD, when you said that, it reminds me of, you know, when you're sleeping, deep sleep on a plane or something, and you're not on a plane, I think on a train, and you roll off the side of the seat. It's that kind of feeling. You wake up, or you think that you're gonna fall off the cliff, and you're sleeping, and oh my god, it wakes you up. It's so freaky. Trent, I haven't done that yet. I was planning on doing a 3D model of some of the city blocks and stuff like that to use as reference, but I never got around to it. So I might be working backwards, where it's like I draw it first, and then after I draw it, I could go in there and render it. But yeah, I haven't quite done anything with it yet. But if I do 3D models in Blender, I'm definitely going to utilize it for all sorts of stuff, whether it be the Discord, the website, just, you know, stuff like that. Because I'm going to be drawing that city so much, I want it to stay pretty consistent, you know. But I'm probably going to have to redraw everything by hand. I just need the signage to look the same, the certain buildings to be consistent. But if it was in a perfect world where I had more time, that's how I would have utilized the 3D models. So I realized taking on that kind of an environment where it's a bunch of signs was going to be a lot of work and difficult. So, because there's certain places like that fast food restaurant that that Cat always goes to is Pocky. It's a consistent street corner and block, so I want to make sure it's always the same. Oh, JD, that's so funny. Oh, yeah, we all did something like that. That's why I give people a lot of credit, climbers who they climb up halfway, or you know, to a really tall mountain or mountain, I guess, and they just hang from the side of the mountain and they fall asleep in their bags like that, sleeping bags. That is insane to me. I mean, humans are capable of doing some crazy things, but imagine the nightmares you'd have if you're not used to that stuff. Rolling off the side of a mountain in your tent or whatever. I'm afraid to look up how many times someone has died because they did that, and the tent wasn't locked in perfectly. Thank you so much, Richard. Yeah, you're right. Refilms, and you know what else I could do with that? I could build a game with that 3D model, the background, some kind of game. I built a 2D side-scrolling game for the App Store for Apple years ago. Never finished it. It was for my it was for my green bear character named Scrappy, and I was so proud of myself. But then I had to go in there and like design all these levels and stuff, and I just never got around to it. And so instead of finishing that, I went and started working on Lola a year later or so. Maybe one day that'll come back, and I'll do a Neo Wonderland hoverboard game or something, where you got a bunch of ninjas chasing after him on hoverboards, like Shinobi from back in the Sega games. Yeah, Harlan the Goat, you're not too late. Give me a second, guys. Getting dark in here. Oh. Was this on autofocus? Oh my gosh, sorry. Okay. Have I ever used Adobe? Oh yeah. I use it sometimes still for editing files and stuff like that, but I use, when I color and do all the line work, I do it in, if I do it digitally, it's all Clip Studio Paint. So. Oh yes, Stefan, that would be a cute game, right? Nugget hunting. The nugget hunt for future kitty. Not a bad idea. See, that's why we got the Discord, so we could come up with all these amazing ideas and try to execute all of them. I know, Cleaver. Even a normal person who's not afraid of heights, once you start climbing up the mountain and having to sleep on the side of it like that, hanging from a rope, or sorry, what do you call those things? From the side of your sleeping bag sounds crazy, even for someone who's not afraid of heights. Yeah, the Adobe subscription thing is so annoying because I have like Adobe Photoshop, I have Adobe Illustrator, and I might have to get InDesign pretty soon here to lay out the comic book to get it printed. So that's going to be another thing I have to subscribe to, which is just too many. Ogre Bucks? Yeah, I have thought about making a board game, actually. Very much so. It's very it's definitely front of mind. So I think the hardest part was just to get Neo Wonderland, out the gate, and as soon as you do that, the sky's the limit. No pun intended, with hoverboards. And I'll start making stuff. So special thanks to you guys again for the millionth time for making this dream come true for me, because without all that support, I don't know how that's even possible. Let's use purple. Michael. Yeah, man, you could jump off the side of a cliff with a motorcycle, just, dropping right in front of you. Refilms, yeah, there is alternatives. There's Quark, and then there's another one. I forgot what it's called already. There's a couple of different software that you could use for laying out pages, but I just want to do whatever the printer needs me to do, whatever file format and whatever they're used to, in case they need to go in there and change anything. So I'll pay for the software. Yeah, actually, I'm going to be doing a bunch of books, so I probably need that program. Because ideally, I would like to get 6 issues done by the end of 2026, so we could collect it as a trade paperback. Oh my god, $750 for the. That's a lot of money. Harlan the Goat, I do have a bunch of books, so that is a good thing for you to bring up because what I'm gonna do is probably add the titles and links to I don't know, to Amazon so you guys can see what books I have. So I'm gonna have an art supply list on my Discord and also a list of books that you guys could use as reference. If that's cool with you, we'll have two lists like that. I think that'd be very useful. Oh geez, yeah, it's expensive. Sweet. Mega Road Studios. I appreciate that. Thank you. I'm trying not to get too overboard with how many different categories I have right now or channels. So as soon as I see how everything's moving along, then I'll be able to shift the channels around here and there or add something. I don't know if I should be shifting it if you guys started writing in it already, but I'll make it so that it's streamlined and useful and fun. I think that's the key word. Yeah, I love the books that I have, so I'm gonna definitely recommend my favorite ones that I have. Not on my bookshelf, some of them, but I can remember them off the top of my head. And trust me, when I say these books are amazing, it will help you along big time. And I'm also gonna have other artist channels like my friend Francis and David Finch, if you guys already know this. Different channels that I recommend you guys check out to learn and get a well-rounded approach to art and the business of art, which I kind of want to talk about that as well, because definitely you can't avoid the elephant in the room, which is making money off your art and getting it out there and stuff. So I know ambitious goals for next year. Well, you guys did pay me to do this comic book, so that's the goal. I mean, I actually figured out what the page rate is and how fast I could draw for other people. So as long as I stick to the same kind of schedule I have with when I'm doing other client work, then I should be good to finish it on time. How did I learn how to paint? I think I learned as a kid, where you, Sean asked that question, where you get exposed to all these different types of art materials in, high school and middle school and elementary. I always took art class, so I was always able to get a hold of these paints and do assignments with them and stuff. So that's kind of how it started. And then I just kept it up, so. And I mean, I did have one book that was one of my favorite books on how to paint a certain way with oils, and it teaches you color theory and stuff, and it was one of my favorite books. So I'm going to recommend that book on the Discord as well. And even the simplest little art books for how to paint, if you go to like a Blick's art supply store or any art supply store, they usually have like a little tiny books on how to do certain things, like with watercolor, oils, or ink, pen and ink. Oh, Cleaver, yeah, me too. I'm excited. It's fun because then you kind of see, it's a comic book, so you get to see the how the sausage is made. But I think it's more interesting than sausage. It's actually not a sausage. I think comic books are more like how a pizza is made. Speaking of pizza, I want pizza now. Hey Vince, hello. I'm so glad you got to join us. I wasn't sure today because you said, when you got home, so I was like, oh, I wonder if he's going to be able to join us today for my launch party. No confetti today. We're going to have to get confetti maybe next week because that's going to be it's like one party after another. I think next week we're going to have a Christmas party as Stefan recommended, the 5th. Board games ideas in your work. I'm trying to learn more game engines. I'm sure you have lots of board game master friends. Ogre, Bucks, I actually have a friend who has tons of board game ideas, and he develops these things extensively, big time, and so I definitely have friends that know what they're doing. And I think that's really the key to having our comic book store / arcade / coffee shop slash bar is gaming, tabletop gaming, board games. There was actually a few guys in the apartment. I think there was like 4 or 5 of them that were playing a board game the other day downstairs in the lobby. I thought it was really cool. We're trying to create like a really cool bar for the Discord, so I'm getting suggestions for all sorts of stuff. And since Vince is the master comic book editor, I'm gonna have to ask him for some help, some art help, if you guys had any questions about certain things, because I can give you art advice, but I definitely can't give you what an advice that an editor would give you. It's different take on it, I guess, slightly different. Oh, Mega Roads, that's awesome. Yeah, I think there was John and I developed, we were working on an app game. We didn't finish it, but I think, I'm not going to say what it is, but maybe at some point I'll get to that once I finish a good chunk of Neo Wonderland. It's easy to go crazy with all this stuff, but it's going to be a tie-in to one of my comic books, maybe, so we'll see. Okay, time to do the tongue on these things. I think maybe black would be kind of cool. Bluish black. Ogre bugs. Yes, have a great one, Michael. Oh, I know, Mega Road Studios. I feel like I need to clone myself too. Oh, take care. Oh wait, sorry. Is Stefan still there and JD? Sorry, can't. Okay, so I think I'll probably do the Raptors. You know, maybe I'll just do it really quick. I was gonna do it last, but I'm actually gonna open up the Black India ink, which I haven't used at all. But I want to make the skull kind of gray, maybe. Yeah, maybe a tiny bit. So I'm gonna need a little bit of black, and I'm gonna start outlining some of the piece so that it pops more. Thank you so much, Cleaver. Hello, Zaid Smith. Good evening to you too, mister. Let's see here. Okay, what was I doing? The skull. Yeah, I was gonna keep it. I was gonna keep it this color, but I think I'm gonna add. You know what? Maybe I do keep it that color, and instead I will go around behind it and actually make it pop more instead of, you know, changing the color of the skull. So maybe some blue for the background. Or do we want green? Maybe blue. See, there you go. Some blue for the background. Yeah, this is working out. That way you have some contrast. The values are a little bit more. It's a bit wider than just if I started to paint the skull. And I think leaving it white at the top is probably a little more interesting. Okay, I think this is good for now, and now I'm going to go and try to outline some of the main parts. So we're going to switch Menzo brushes. Skull is sun bleached. Yep, that's right. And it saves me from having to paint it some more. So, all right, so I'm going to take my Menzo and actually outline it with a darker color so it pops. And what's nice about this ink is I could always go back in and, you know, add more opacity to some of the translucent parts. Hello, Ralveholven from the Netherlands. Amazing. Thank you for joining us. I'm hoping to go back to the Netherlands probably late 2026, you know, next fall or something, after I get my book done. And if someone will have me, I would do a store signing or something. Okay, maybe I'll just need to lighten that a little bit more. It's too dark. I don't want this to be completely, you know, I don't want to use a black outline if I don't have to. But I think it's okay to do the outline underneath. Let me add some magenta. I think that'd be good. So after I finished live streaming today and having dinner, I think I'm gonna go over to the Discord and start adding my supply list and my book recommendation list for well, not only how to draw, but there's some really good reference books and art books that I love, and I think that it would be really nice to have. So I think those are the two main things I'll have. And I'll also read your guys' messages and figure some stuff out with the server, because yeah, I haven't, and the first server I had, I didn't really do anything to it, so I'm still not very familiar with the format. So there's a, you see the shadow or the smudge that's on her bottom. I'm going to show you guys how I fix those things. So this is the Dale Rowney FW acrylic ink, and it's this opaque white, and this thing is a lifesaver. So I used to use Poshka markers, as you guys used to see, but I think I've discovered that I like this better. So I just take the white or whatever base color I want to use for the acrylic, and then I mix the India ink with it to get the tone that I want, and then I just fix it. Even though this was Copic markers, I'm going to try to match that tone with ink. Wish me luck. Okay, that's two. Oh, actually, that might work. I need a little bit of yellow. I'm gonna need a third camera next time, just so you guys can see my palette, my painting palette and stuff too, because of all the mixing that I do. I think more yellow. Okay, see how that looks. More white. This might be pretty close. Yeah, not bad. It works. No, I don't need to outline her. I just need to make sure that her hair at least looks kind of the way that I want to. And because if it's the black outline, like I said, it doesn't look as interesting to me. So maybe a little bit of white. Okay, that works pretty good. Pretty close. Pretty close match. And now I'll do the hair. I'll outline the hair, sort of, with thinking like a purplish orange, magenta orange. That's pretty good. And this is still drying, so I gotta be careful not to touch her bottom. Let me move the microphone temporarily. Okay, so maybe a little bit more magenta or blue. I'm gonna squint my eyes a little bit to see the bigger, broader shapes to make sure I don't over darken some of the strands, but it still has a nice flow to it. And later on I could come back in with the FW ink, add a little bit of white, and then detail some of the strands that I want to have this her hair pop even more. So some highlights, and you know, frame her face so that it stands out as well. So. Have a good one, Mega Road Studios. Thank you for your help. I will check out what you helped put on the Discord. Ralph Hoven, yeah, I am addicted to art books as well. In fact, half the books on my shelf are comic books and art books. Speaking of Poshka, I think John's using Poshkas right now. I can hear him shaking the pen. Since I'm going to wrap this up pretty soon here, let me mix the orange with the FW ink, and I'll show you guys what I mean by highlighting certain strands and making it pop. So let me get this done first, and then I'll show you what I mean. It's my favorite thing. Like, I used to love doing the highlights on the faces with the, what do you call those, gel pens, the white gel pens, but ever since then I've discovered these inks, and I prefer using this for highlights. Just, it's opaque and stuff. So okay, so for now I'll just leave this here. Let me mix the orange. Maybe white. Okay, so Refilms, have a good evening. Thank you so much, Mighty R. And if I missed you, JD, and you're leaving, have a good evening too. Okay, so got bread here. Oh, thank God it opened. Imagine if it didn't. Some yellow. So I'm going to try without mixing any white first, and if I need it, I'll add white to make this orange, just so it matches the India ink. Okay, see how this looks. I might need to add some white because it's kind of, let me see. Oh yeah, it's going to need some white. It's not thick enough. Maybe a little bit more yellow. It's okay, Vince. Thank you so much for using your fantasy football name. Yeah, this is gonna need some white to make it really pop. And then some more red. I should just add the orange. More red. More red. A little bit of magenta. Okay, this should be pretty close. A little magenta. So Ogre Bucks, I kind of knew I wanted it to be this pose. Sometimes I don't know and I just do a bunch of different ones. It all depends on if I had something I wanted to do in mind or if the person requesting the commission already had something they wanted. But this one, I already knew what I wanted, so I kind of knew she was going to be sitting on something. But you guys came up with a raptor idea. Or, yeah. Thank you, JD. I think I remembered you giving me that idea. Fluorescent. Oh, my camera died again. Yeah, Cleaver, you know it exactly. That happened to me one time, and I had to use a well, not one time, but like this. It's like poster paint, and I had to come up with a way to open it without breaking the bottle. So it happens. So this is kind of what I meant. I think I'll do it. I guess come back to it because I don't know exactly where I want to put the highlights yet. That's something I do towards the end, but you get the idea, right?
Hello. Hold on 1 second. Sorry.
I remember some thumbnails. Yeah, I'm trying to remember. Did I do thumbnails? I put in the plants and vine to grow out of the skull. Yeah, you guys are giving me so much awesome feedback. I didn't really have to do too much thinking. Oh, thank you, Cleaver. Yeah, that's my favorite part. So I'm gonna wait. That and highlighting the face is like always my favorite thing. So I'm gonna wait to do that one after I outline it first, so I can kind of see where the form takes shape. Okay. Back to the outlining part. One Mighty R, I kind of know already since I've been doing this for a while. Sometimes I have to, try out some colors, but overall it's a pretty limited palette, so it's not as complicated as if I was going in and coloring it digitally, where it's just limitless. So I have an idea of what these colors are going to be. And my go-to is like I use magenta for the base tone first to outline it in ink if I am coloring with ink. But I have a napkin right next to me where I just blot some of the color to make sure it looks okay. Maybe I'll use some of that mixture it had. See how that looks. Okay. Oh, okay, yeah, sure, over buckets. All right, so I'll go ahead and show you what I have so far. And maybe I'll stream tomorrow, depending on what I have done. And then I'll just finish off the last two commissions just so you guys see the finished process. Other FWE colors? Yes, piece I did actually. So the two colors I mixed, was the yellow and the red for the orange in the hair, and
If you can do that, can you get one of those spreaders and get a bag of sand and let's just test out. And if it works, we can continue doing that on any exit spots throughout the winter. And if it doesn't, we know it doesn't work, but at least we know what it is. It's actually about 100 pounds. Yeah, but that's the guy from Palm Falls. And I think I had a neighbor this time, not a neighbor, but somebody that lives in many lakes who said that they will swing by and we might grab it for like $50 a pop. And the only thing is he has no grab. It's just gonna be a cloud. And it's not at the point of plowing, right? Yeah. Okay, so I'll probably just wait until you're at the snowfall on Tuesday, and if you can just throw me a text and just let me know, like, where do you live? Does Mendix get a little bit more snow? It does, huh? Yeah. At least you'll know, you'll have an idea, based on how much snow Tuesday
oh, thank you so much, Yev. Okay, you guys, I think I'm gonna work on this a little bit later after dinner and stuff, and I also have this piece that I have to finish. So I might get 80% of the way done with both of these, and I might stream again tomorrow. I'll let you guys know in the Discord as well. That way you can see the finished process. So, and I'll show you the other piece that I'm gonna finish up. So this is Tigress, and this is the sketch, and this is the line art on watercolor paper. So I'm gonna scroll up and say goodbye to you guys. I'll be in the Discord a little bit later to check up on everything and see how everything's going, and I might be back on tomorrow to finish up these pieces, and then Monday it's Neo Wonderland time. So oh, thank you so much, Ogre Buckets, or Ogre Buck. Oh my God, I can't talk. Ogre Bucks 975. So I will see you guys maybe tomorrow, but definitely next Saturday on the stream, but I'll be in the Discord. So let me scroll up. Have a good evening, Vince, JD, Cleaver, Refilms, Doodly Dawn, Stefan, One Mighty R, Zaid Smith, Peace 3, Yevgeny, Xbox Gamer, State of the Heart, Arthur, and see if I miss anybody.
So the last guess, I'm guessing, turned the alarm. Like, I've had it power the alarm off, and so supposedly they powered it on and then turned the alarm off before the.
See, I think a few people already left. So Ralph Van Hoven, thank you for stopping by for the first time. Alrighty, you guys. Well, I wish you guys a great Ogre, but yes, Tigress. Maybe tomorrow I'll have it done enough where you guys can see it. Alright, you guys, I will see you in the Discord. So have a wonderful evening and weekend. Bye.